When using the master data search functionality, I can search with need to have or nice to have criterias, or even nice and need not to have criterias to find my selections on items, customers, vendors, etc. From my item list, as an example, I will go to my search window, and I might already have added some criteria here saying that the tire type has to have a value of 700 within it. The bike type needs to be a city bike or a flow bike. And if I search for those two or those criteria, I will have 5 matches, and they will all have no mismatches because they all need to have criteria, so they need to be fulfilled. If I set on the other line that the, for instance, bike type was a nice to have criteria, then when I search, I will have much more items, in this case 21 items on the list, and some of them have a one mismatch, and I can of course assume that the mismatch will be the nice to have criteria. So the street touring bikes, sport bike, etc. will not fulfill this criteria. I might add another nice to have criteria on my gear as an example. So if I'd add another criteria, it would like to be a 7-gear bike like this. Because it's a nice to have criteria, the amount of matches will still be 21. But of course, when I drill down the list now, some of the mismatches will be on one mismatch and some of them on both the nice to have criteria. Likewise, I could say that I would like it to be nice not to have the criteria. And that will change the selection of items that mismatches. So the top selection, actually in this case, I have no item, no with all the matches here. I could also have said that I would need not to have this to be a 7-gear bike, and search again, and now I have only 4 items fulfilling those criteria that it has not to be a 7-gear. It must contain the 700 in the gear type, and I would like it to be a bike type, city bike or flow. In this way I can search in many different ways with different criterias.